So we will be looking at the output techniques. When you have successfully dissected the problem, that is, you have hit the inputs properly, you have handled it, and you're processing depending upon your logic or the question being asked. And now the fairly simple part is to, but crucial part is to print the output, and it has to be in the proper format as it is specified in the question. So let's make a list, and I'll show you a neat trick, and a small fundamental basic again revision as well. So I have a string now that is separated by spaces. So if you can remember what we did in the input techniques, when you have a string of elements separated by spaces, what will we do? Just think for a moment, and try to remember if you're trying to if you're trying to remember it, if you are remembering it correctly or not. And yeah, this is we'll be using split, and split by default is will be operating on the default argument will be that spaces. So the string, wherever space is encountered, until that the contents of that string will be considered as a one element, as a separate individual element, and it will be added to the list. So we have our list of fruits: mango, apple, banana, lemon. I think lemon is a fruit, or is it a vegetable? Probably a fruit. Let's go on. So this one little thing, easy thing, best thing that you would probably using the most, probably be using most of the time, is that print star l. So mango, apple, banana, and lemon. And that is when you use star l, the star is a separator operator, and it'll just separate the individual elements of the list and present it to you. That's what it's doing. You can also specify the separator that has to be used. For example, if tab spaces are needed or more spaces are needed between the elements, you can put slash t. Or if the elements are needed in one at each line, that is a line by line output is needed, instead of slash t, feel free to use slash n, that is a new line character. The one more thing you can use is the join. And as you can see, if in join takes an argument of the I triple, the list is being passed in, as an argument to the join, and we have quotes, that is an empty string is there. So since there is no that it is an empty string, nothing is being kept between the elements of the list, and it is directly one complete thick mess that doesn't mean anything. All right, sometimes you will try to use that when this will be useful when you are trying to deal with numbers and you'll have to put the numbers together and print for certain questions. And you can also specify space within the quotes, and your questions will be properly your output will be properly spaced. Or instead of space, you can use specific characters if that is needed in a pattern or not. As you can see, we have used asterisk here. So what I observed from NQT questions or DCA questions is that most of the time these are the output methodologies that were helpful. Sometimes what will happen is that you would have to give a word output, that the number 10, the result is number 10, or the result is so and so. So we'll try to touch upon that as well. It's quite easy, 10 more seconds of your time, that's it. So we have two variables, x is equal to 10, y is equal to 15, and we'll try to use print. So instead of your general print, what you will do is wherever you have to encounter, or wherever you have to put your variable or your number, you will just put a placeholder of curly braces. All right, so now you'll be using curly braces, and right after the quotes, don't put it outside the parenthesis, right after the quotes, dot format, and within the format use the variables. All the best of luck to you. Have a great time.